get it. How y'all doing? Everybody in the house, what's going on? We gonna hope that this one don't get a little too crazy with people misconstruing what I'm trying to say. All right, here we go. How is everybody doing? How you doing? Laird Farmer 73 in the house. Welcome to the Greenhouse Lounge, emergency edition. As usual, what's going on, man? It's so good to see everybody. Let me see, Raw Juice Sopri, your girl Mishi, Isaiah, Renee, Jennifer Cooper, Isaiah again, Whopped and Scrapped. Whoa! Even 29. Oh, y'all, it's moving fast, y'all. Y'all see how fast it's moving? Danielle, ooh, I can't. Leslie, Zen Grower, Butterfly Vec. Feel like I'm back in elementary school. Read the words as fast as you can. D.A. Smith, Half Curly, Yvonne Fadden. I think I seen Turf Therapy in here. If he ain't in here, what's up, my brother? That Georgia Garden lady. Just listen. How is y'all doing? I want to see how y'all doing before I even get started. Okay? Because I didn't want to waste no time on this one. Everybody okay? Represent what zone you in, because that's kind of important right now. If you in the Greenhouse Lounge tonight, everybody, please represent your zone, represent your state and your city. Most importantly tonight, your city, your state, and your zone. If you do not know your city, your state, and your grow zone, please click off. Go Google it and ask your grandmama. I don't care who you get it from. Go ask somebody, what grow zone am I in, so I know where I am. And then come back in the Greenhouse Lounge and let's get this started, because it's important today. It's even more important than growing stuff. All right? And this is very important. Let's see. Okay, I missed something. How is y'all doing? Decatur, Georgia, Tampa, Florida, Minnesota, Leesburg, Florida, Los Angeles, LA, Jacksonville, Arkansas, Dallas, Texas, Sumter, California, Fort Worth, Texas. Woo! Was that Fort Worth, Texas? Yes, Lord. Hey, I salute y'all. Kissimmee, Florida, my other home away from home. Fort Worth, Texas. Ooh, that Fort Worth. Y'all getting a spanking right now. Atlanta, GA, my old stomping grounds, my old home. Lacombe, Louisiana, Dallas. Ooh, is that Dallas, Texas? Because if it is, y'all getting a spanking. How y'all doing? Georgia with thunderstorms. Okay, I want to see now. Hey, Angela Locke in the UK. How you doing? Led, I have Yamaha like yours, a Honda. Good, and that's what we're about to talk about. We're about to talk about that. Nick, myself shaving. We just dropped below 30 degrees. This is what I want to ask you now. Now that we repped our zone, we know our city, we know our state. What is your temperature where you are right now? No matter where you are in the United States, I know in the north it's supposed to be snow and it's supposed to be warm down here. What's the degrees in your state? State and degrees. State and degrees. If it's in Celsius, just put a C, okay? Because I know some people in here use Celsius. For the most part, I'm going to assume that it's Fahrenheit. Ooh, 61 in California, 50 degrees, 26 degrees. Turf is 38 degrees, 12 degrees in Tennessee, 16 and 46 in Georgia, 3 in Missouri. Florida, 85. I'm about to go back to my other spot. I'm about to meet y'all down there. 17 Michigan. I don't miss that. 22 in Ohio. I don't miss that. Kissimmee, Florida, 84 degrees in Kissimmee. Scoot over because I'm on my way home. 36 Florida. Alabama, 51. Missouri is 3. Kentucky, 2. North Carolina, 37. Y'all, North Carolina, South Carolina, we about batting the same average. Texas is 14. Arkansas is 13. So yes, Lord, it's freezing in Missouri. 10 in Memphis. South Carolina 4035 in Philly. Look, okay, I'm not going to say it. I'm going to try not to be on that long, but this is important. So if we do run over, it is what it is, okay? I'm gonna just try to pump out as much information as I can as early in the video as I can. All right. How many people got ways to heat your home without using your house electricity? Show of hands. If you do, okay, it's a lot of no's. If you do have a way to heat your home without, say your power is out, put your state, type your state and what you're using. Electric heater, propane, kerosene, state, I know you turf. Wood fireplace, there you go. And you just reminded me of something I forgot to bring out here. Kerosene heater, fireplace, Texas electric only. Okay. Wood camp stove, camp tent, solar and wood stove. You just reminded me of something else I forgot to pull out here. I'm gonna grab it anyway, y'all. Keep on writing because I'm gonna come back and read this. Everybody needs to see what you're writing, so keep writing. It's gonna take me just 1 second anyway. Because I keep these hands all over the place. I keep these all over the place. I got tons of them, so this ain't a hard thing to get. I knew I forgot something. Wood fireplace. Okay, forgot one more thing. Keep typing, keep writing, because people need to know what you're doing. Each other. I got it. Okay. No worries, no worries. Cool stuff. All right, I'm asking y'all this because, listen, this ain't a joke. You clearly see it ain't me just on here ranting. A lot of people is in trouble right now, and a lot of people, they don't know what to do. And here's another thing. Other people do know what to do. They think they know what they do. And they end up getting themselves hurt. So that's why I'm coming in here today to let y'all know a couple of things, okay? So let me see. All I need is a nice thick blanket. That's number one, okay? We're going to get on that right now. Before you have any of this stuff you see me with today, okay, I brought out all kind of heaters, solar panels, generators, propane, kerosene. I brought it all out. Okay, not all of it, but I brought some of it out. My wood fireplace is in the living room, ready to go right now. Just, I ain't burning it for no reason. Before I get started, I'm going to let you guys know this. A lot of people got generators, whether it's gas or solar. Okay? If you have a solar setup, if you have a gas setup, why? Why do you have it? Because I'm getting a lot of people contacting me, and you're doing it for the wrong reasons. For the wrong reasons. I don't know if it's like a macho thing or what. But what I'm seeing, and people don't agree with me, and that's fine because everybody got to live their own special way. I don't got to be in your house. So what I'm telling you is, when you go out and you purchase 3 of these or 2 big giant ones, or your solar panel or array, you got about 20 solar panels going across your rooftop, and you got 20 batteries under your house somewhere, why do you do that? That's the question. I'm asking this because we're going to get on propane in a minute. The reason I'm asking you this is because why on planet Earth do you think you need your whole house running like it's a normal average day on? And that's ridiculous, people. These are emergency devices. So for you to say a gas generator, to try to have 3 of those running so you can power up your goldfish bowl, your refrigerator, your 2 deep freezers, your refrigerator in the garage, your coffee machine, your coffee maker, all of that. I even got this one. To run your furnace for your house, to run your home furnace, you must be foaming at the mouth. Okay? I'm gonna tell you why. I know you like, oh, he don't know what he talking about. I know. Trust me. I've been getting this a lot lately. But I'm just gonna throw a couple things out there at you. Why is you trying to keep your entire house heated? You may not be able to get any more gasoline, no more fuel. Some people don't even have extra fuel tanks with fuel in it. And if you do, you let it sit so long, the fuel is stale. It ain't no good. Number one, you trying to run your whole house on generators, and you should only be focused on vital things. If you have medications, is what word I was looking for. If you have medications that need to stay cool and stay cold, you know what? You don't even need your refrigerator running. All you need is an ice chest, a normal, everyday, going to the campground cooler, and an ice machine. That ice machine don't take no energy to run. Your refrigerator takes all kinds of energy to run. I don't care how efficient it is. So you trying to run all your refrigerator, your deep freeze, and all of this, and you trying to do this because you want to, even in a horrible storm and emergency, still act like ain't nothing wrong inside your house. You want all your lights running and everything. In the case of an emergency, you need candles. I showed y'all how to make candles out of beeswax. I don't care how you either make them or you buy them. You need to be running candles in your house. Ding dong. I'm not touching that one. You do not need to be running all the lights in your house, your dishwasher, your garbage disposal. All of that is ridiculous. I think that's my son at the door. All of that is ridiculous, family. There's no reason on the planet Earth you need to be running all of that. You need to be running the most vital things. That's it. That's all this is used for. So that will save you not only money, because you don't need 2 and 3 and 4 of these. And on your solar array, you don't need 15,000 panels on top of your roof. You just need stuff that's going to keep. You pick one room in your house. No, because if listen, when I don't answer the door, they need to go away. Listen, you need to pick one room in your house, a safe room. It ain't like a safe room like everybody running here, criminals come in. You need to pick one room like we used to do when I was a kid up north. Everybody in here from up north, y'all know what it is. We didn't call it a safe room, but everybody went in that one room and they pulled down some blankets over all the entrances, right? You pulled down the heavy blanket, your daddy or your mama pulled that heavy blanket over all the doorways, and y'all stayed in that one room. Everybody sat close together and told ghost stories. Oh, I don't care what it was. Y'all stayed in that room, and that was it. If you had to pee, I kid you not, it got so cold a couple times when our furnace went out, we would be peeing in buckets. It is what it is. Like, ain't nobody gonna dip off up the stairs and it's ice cold out there and you don't make it back. You know what happened in those movies, you know. So I'm telling you right now, pick a room, and that's the room should have all the food in it, the non-perishables. That's where everything's supposed to go down. That's your safe room. Your whole house do not have to be warm. Your entire home does not. If grandma is in one room where y'all, your grandmama or your mama staying with you, and she don't get around very well, either you bring grandma in the room with y'all, but if grandma or mama can't get up, everybody got Grandma room is the safe room now. That's just how it is. So that's what everybody need to be thinking about. Number two, you walk past these every day. All of us, every day. And they don't cost nothing. Before we start talking about generators, before we start talking about solar panels, before we start talking about kerosene, propane, this should be your first line of defense. You should have a couple of these in your car, even if you're in the South. My friend laughed at me at work because he's thinking I'm crazy, because that part of my northern mentality won't go away, staying ready. A blanket and a little shovel. I know it sounds crazy, but here, even in the South, you fall off in a ditch, one of these ditches ain't got no rails, and you get caught in the mud, you got to do some thinking. And until then, because in the South, unlike the North, in the South, you will go out in a ditch and nobody will see you. Oh, it'll be lunchtime traffic, and that ditch down so far, nobody even see your car. You know how many people die every year because they just ran off the road? The impact didn't kill them. They was trapped in the car for too long. Down in a ditch. One side of the car is wedged down into the ground. The other one wedged up against a tree somewhere. They can't get the hell out the car, and they pass just like that. They figure out, the coroner figure out this person was alive for about a week before they had a little head injury, but that ain't what killed them. What killed them was dehydration, the elements, okay? Little stuff like this, and keeping little food in your car, non-perishables in your car, cans of soup, stuff like that. I'm telling you. Now, this, y'all walk past this in Walmart every day. These blankets don't cost nothing, and y'all know it. They be rolled up in that little tight ball, and they cost like $2 to $5. There's no reason you shouldn't have at least 10 of these just everywhere around your house and in every vehicle. There's no excuse for not having that. Then everybody goes to the Goodwill. My friend Essie the Homesteader, go check her out. Essie the Homesteader is making these quilts like this. She's showing you and teaching you how to make quilts like this. But I was lucky enough to go, and I goes to the Goodwill and I go get all them grandma quilts. You know why? My wife at first used to be like, what you doing? Because I'm admiring the patterns, and she looking like, what's this now? Because I don't care what the pattern is. It's beautiful, but it's so heavy and so thick, yet so thin, because whatever person made this quilt, they made it out of quality material. And I've had this for almost 20 years. And this is all what's wrong with it. The edge is done frayed because I had it in an old busted washing machine one time. That's it. This thing will last forever. That's why they're hanging up quilts like this, is hanging up in museums. They don't go bad. Okay? So don't be shy. It might have a little fancy pattern on it, fellas. It's okay. Man, get your quilts popping. And here's another. Yes, I got most of my Nana's quilt after. Yes, those quilts, don't give them away. Especially in these days. Right? Simple stuff. Look. I just showed you what you should just be having in your car. Simple. And you can't say, oh, I ain't buying all that. This costs about $5. And y'all know it. Right? Okay. Now, why are you running so much energy? You don't need all of that stuff. You should have candles before you even touch any of this. Kerosene, propane, gasoline, generators. Before you touch any of that, and then you should have some candles somewhere. All right? So here's the other thing and the problem where people is making mistakes, and they're contacting me, and I'm seeing it, and I'm like, you don't want to do that. I don't want to sound like a know-it-all. It ain't that I think I know everything. I'm telling you what I know. And here's the other thing. If you don't believe it, just go do your own research. Then you'll find out, he might have been right. You ain't got to give me the credit for it. That's okay. I just want you alive. So here's the problem with that. If you do get a generator, a gas generator, you do not run that inside your house. You do not run that inside your garage. I don't care if you have carbon monoxide alarm all around your house. I don't care, because they're faulty too. Do not run this gas machine inside of your dwelling. If you do this, keep this in your mind. Don't say, well, if I only run it for an hour, or if I only run it for 30 minutes. No. You know what I always think in my head? Same thing my daddy told me. You run that in the house, you're going to die. That's it. I didn't ask him why. My dad was cut straight just like that. He wasn't going to explain a whole bunch of stuff to you like, so Father, tell me, why would I die? No, you run that in the house, okay, you're going to die. Don't do that. That's stupid. And he'll walk away. That was the explanation and everything right there in one pack. My dad was hardcore like that. Don't do that. That's dumb. Okay. So in school, if my teacher was to ask me why, I'd be like, yeah, because my dad, that's dumb. What's the scientific reason? Dumb is pretty scientific to me. Either that or get your tail whipped. So it's just stupid. People want scientific explanations for everything from gardening to survival. Some stuff do not need scientific explanations for everything. Some stuff is pure God-given common sense. If you run that gasoline engine in this house, the exhaust is poison. You will die. If you think that and keep that in your head, you won't do it. Not, they said I could run it for like 2 hours, and then you don't. Just don't. Okay? Then the other one, the propane heater. Let me zoom in. You don't need to see my ugly mug. Propane heaters. This is one of the safest ones, the Mr. Buddy propane heater. People say you can run this indoors because it's propane and it's efficient. Family, they also told us a lot of stuff was good for us, right? Then years later, what you find out? Yeah, they talking about that, give you high cholesterol and high blood pressure, clog your arteries, all of that stuff. So, again, even though they say that this is safe to run in the house, don't be stupid. Open your windows, full ventilation. Full ventilation, everything. Why is that happening? Full ventilation, okay? Do not try to run this stuff. I thought I was plugged up. She unplugged me. My wife unplugged me, y'all. While I wasn't looking. What? No, I'm plugged in. I don't know what just happened. We're going to leave that alone. So, right there, family, trust and believe. That will kill you too. If you get enough carbon monoxide buildup in your house, like my daddy said, you're going to die. It ain't, you see, if you know and you watch the news, how many reports you see every single year where people died while they was asleep because they had one of these heaters running. It's sad to me. It be sad all the time. I remember a story back home in Ohio where this whole family died because the landlord cut their power off because they didn't pay the bill. He gave them, and y'all, I'm sure, especially my northerners, especially from Michigan and Ohio, heard the story. He gave her, it was a young lady, single mother, gave her a generator like this to run their electric heaters like this. They had a couple of these. The girl, it was so cold outside, they put that inside the house. When they came and found them people, her and all her children, they had these running and that generator was running, and they was all, well, eternal sleep. He said he just gave it to her. All my people from Michigan right now in Ohio, you know that story because it hit home real hard, and it wasn't that long ago. About maybe 10 or 15 years ago. That hit us all hard because we've all done that before, and it's like, it's bad. Like, it worked okay for me, but yeah, that one didn't make it. So, if you haven't heard that story, it's just the truth. I can't make this stuff up. So what I'm telling you is just the pure truth. It's not my opinion. It's the truth. Go do your own research. Okay? So, that right there, I had to put that out there because people is running these, and they're running these inside the house, no windows open. This should never even be inside the house at all, period. Don't even bring this in the house. This shouldn't go past the garage, even with it off, just so you remember this don't belong inside the house. I pulled this in here to show you guys. Don't ever let this come past your threshold. You understand? This is like inviting a vampire in your house. Don't bring this in the house, whether it's off or on, because you don't know what your kids do. Walk by and it start with one crank. You don't know. It's so quiet. You upstairs sleep, taking a nap, watching TV. You don't hear it running. And that'll be the last thing you don't hear running. Don't even bring it through your thresholds. No gas generator, okay? None. Don't even bring them in your house. Just look at this as a vampire. You invited in the house. That's the only way you can get in. When he got you, it's a wrap. Okay? So, I wanted to show y'all one more thing, and I just pinched a little piece of my stash just to show y'all a couple things because I don't want nobody getting hurt because the storms is hitting everywhere. The storms is hitting places where they ain't never thought about how they're going to heat their home. Like so many people in the South, we don't think about how we going to heat our home down here. We think about how we going to stay cool. We do not think about how we are going to stay warm or freeze to death, right? We don't think about it. So, this is to you. And it ain't saying you're stupid. You just don't know. Everybody ain't supposed to know every doggone thing. Hey, Beautiful Nest TV. Hey, Eco Neighbor. How you doing? So, right there, family, is one more thing. And I'm going to let y'all go. I'm going to answer some questions. This is just a new one that I got. You should have at least 3 to 4 of these. It's nothing more than a $20. Well, they probably ain't $20 no more. I've had this one for like 2 years. I've never even opened it. But this one done seen some battle. This is just a little 2-man tent. I got 4-man tents. I got 5-man tents. I got family tents. One is as big as my greenhouse. It's a 15 by 20. There's no reason for me to be toting that everywhere I go. But these are like the little emergency ones. We buy these for all our kids in the family. But in times of emergency, I keep one of these in my car. Because you don't know. You don't know. You don't know where everything about to take you. And this little one, look, light as a feather. But you can actually take it out of this box. This is cardboard over top of it. Let me show you this one. This one is soft. You can roll this up, put this in your backpack. This won't take up no space at all. But you might need that shelter. And another one that I just came up with, I'm going to use one of these tents, because I told you I got tons of them, to put inside over my doggone generator so it don't get wet while it's running. Because this generator, I let it run all yesterday. Out in this storm, running, oh, y'all can't see, running this heater right here. Where is it at? Running this heater right here. That heater right there and the one I just showed y'all. Both of these was running. Heating up this whole downstairs. And y'all, everybody seen these. Ain't no reason you shouldn't have these. These like $5, $7 at Walmart. There's no reason you shouldn't have little stuff like that. They don't take a lot of energy, and you can run them off your solar panels. So please, please be careful right now, because it's not the storm. Every storm that happens is never just the storm to kill you. The storm kill a handful of people every time. Whether it's rain, sleet, or snow, it don't flood, avalanche, it don't matter. The storm always kill a handful of people. The aftermath is what always kill everybody else. Whether it's disease, poor water, drinking water, and everybody should have jugs all over the place. There's no reason you shouldn't. There's no reason you shouldn't. Okay? So trust and believe. I got a video. I think somebody even said it. Watch my bucket bug out video. It's long, but I'm telling you, it will help you. Period. Was that you ringing the doorbell?
No, that was the grocery.
So there you go. I just wanted to help whoever I could help. How you cooking in the house? That's another one. Check it out. I got two ways. One, I got 3 of these. You see, he still got a little grease on him. And they ain't pretty, because we use these to death. Bring you downstairs. This ain't nothing but a propane stove. Look at that. Y'all don't mind my mess, because listen, we throws down on these, okay? And you know when you get some old hot chicken grease off in that mug, he ain't coming off. So you hook this to a propane heat, one of these little propane tanks, and you can cook. But you need ventilation. So you do that right in front of one of these windows, okay? If you have a gas generator, you don't even need that. I showed people how to make a coffee can cooker is what I call it. It's a metal coffee can that you turn into a little stove. Super easy. You just put your pan on top of it, put a candle under it, and you cook your food just like you was cooking on the stove. Might take a little bit longer, but it's gonna cook. It's gonna get you going, all right? Right, it's kind of like a turbo stove, but you know, it's just a coffee can. So I got little unfoldable turbo stoves and rocket stoves. I got all that stuff, but to be honest with you, it's more of a gimmick than anything else. They work, but they're more, you know, are they worth the money is the question. So, that's one. That generator should be outside, and you can run you a hot plate. Everybody, I don't care how much money you got now. Everybody been broke before. Everybody couldn't afford a stove in their first apartment or their first house. Everybody on the planet done had a hot plate. If you ain't had a hot plate in your life before, if you have never cooked ramen noodles on a hot plate, raise your hand, because you need to get one immediately. Everybody in this room better be like amen, because you know good and well your mama, your daddy, your uncle, y'all done ate something that was cooked off a hot plate. And where the stove supposed to be, that's where that wash machine and dryer combo set hooked up to the sink faucet is hooked up. Cut it out. Ain't no stove, ain't nothing in that socket, nothing. That's where your mama do her laundry at. Mama, when we gonna get a stove? When you've done cutting the grass. Bye. Huh? Yeah, get on it. Ask me dumb questions. You know how I go. You already know how we go. So, everybody, thank you so much. If you got any questions right now, you got me for about 5 more minutes. Any questions? Because I know, babe, you know good and well they in a hot plate. They work that hot plate. Yeah. She know about that hot plate. Any questions? I just want to make sure don't nobody get hurt, because remember, it ain't just the storm that kill people, it's the aftermath. It's always the aftermath. Non-electric heating source. Non-electric heating source, and it got a question mark. You're asking for a non-electric heating source? I got one for you. I got one for you. Somebody asked me. They want to know a non-electric heating source. Everybody got those little clay containers, right? I'm going to show you two things. This one is just a cooking grease candle. I showed you how to make this in my video. It's called, what I call it, grease lightning, a Crisco candle. That's it. Normal old, after you done cooked your grease, I don't care if you done cooked your chicken, your fish, whatever, or you just bought it. You don't even have to use that. I don't use those oils in my body, somebody said. You don't got to. For the price of a candle, and Vaseline. Where's my Vaseline? For the price of a candle, you can buy about 2 doggone tubs of lard, right? And you just scoop them down into one of the jars you done used. Your baby done ate some fruit. This is this is an old fruit jar. That's all this is. This is not a real candle. This got cooking oil, old cooking oil, and from my poppers. Remember I made the poppers? Thank you, Jack Spratt. That's it. Now watch this. You take your match, strike up the band. Now you got light and a heating source. This ain't rocket science. None of what I'm showing you is rocket science. This is just practical stuff that we all forgot how to do. Now what you do to make this and turn this into a heater, get you a little clay pot with the little hole in it that you plant stuff in, turn it like, oh, it look like this. It look like this right here with the hole under the bottom. Turn it upside down and put it on top of this. And this clay will heat up 3 or 4 times, 5 times this candle will. It'll heat a small area. See, some of this stuff, we just got to use our head. That clay, it absorbs all that heat, then it slowly lets it off. Okay? So that's simple stuff that you should know, and if you don't, please go learn it. Now, on the other side of the spectrum, is it this one? No. It's this one. This, you can even see some and see how that's cooking grease right there. But you know what I did with this one? I mixed cooking grease and beeswax in that one. So this is another reason we keep bees. Where's that doggone wax I had? It's in the room in there. Because all of the wax that you get out of your beehive that your bees don't want to use anymore, or it's nasty and you're trying to change that wax out, you use that wax for all kind of stuff. Lip balm, you can use it to lure another hive to catch more bees, or family, candles. Candles. I mix this with the beeswax because it makes it last longer and it smells good. Now it don't smell like old Popeye's chicken. It smells like honey glazed Popeye chicken now. Let's put it like that. Use your head in these emergencies. This is why I keep doing this. All right? I wouldn't set these candles up at the altar for no reason, but, you know, to each his own. This will save your tailbone when these lights go out, and they keep going out. And y'all know, I got a report. I wish I could pull it up from the Weather Channel. Weather Channel said in the South, look at the Weather Channel report. See, I ain't making this stuff up. Weather Channel gave me one of those alerts. Bling, bling. power outages all across the South because of the weather. It's been raining for 2 solid weeks. Temperatures are like they're making history. It's snow on the beaches of Texas. It's starting to smell too delicious. I'm gonna blow this out. Make me hungry. So, because we don't need gas. So right there, that's a heating source. That's a cooking source. That's everything you need right there. How do you use the bigger heater behind you on the floor? This one is a kerosene heater. You use kerosene gas for that. You need ventilation. This one is a big propane heater that we use in the greenhouse, but you can use it in here with ventilation. I don't like telling people to put this stuff in their house because people, they have their own ways of doing stuff. Then they be like, Laird Farmer told us to burn this in the house. Don't burn none of it in the house is what I say. Every time I could tell you how to plant a tree, you'd be like, well, I thought if I laid the tree down horizontally, see, what would happen is the microorganisms would get into the bark, and then you wonder why it don't work. Be like, Laird, it didn't work. What did you do? Well, I laid it sideways. I know you said put just the roots in the ground, but then I get blamed for your tree. So I don't want to get blamed because somebody is arranging your funeral. So don't put none of this in the house. That's my word. That's my legal binding right there. Don't put none of it in the house. But I'm just telling you, it's other ways to do stuff, and think smart. You don't need a generator to be trying to run your whole house. You don't need all the lights going in the house. You don't need your refrigerator, deep freezer, baby freezer, your little office refrigerator. You don't need all of that going. If you leave your deep freezers closed, your meat is frozen solid. Your food, vegetables, is frozen solid. If you leave that door closed, your meat will be fine for 3 weeks to a month. You wanna know how I know? Because I've done it before. I accidentally done kicked my plug out of my deep freezer in my garage several times. And we didn't find out until weeks later, right? My food was still good. I got one more for you. One more. One more, family. One more. One more. And I'm just thinking of this. One more before I go. Remember, I showed y'all this a billion times. Well, let me go. I got one of them already out. Go from here. I think it's in the greenhouse. All right.
It's not in your usual spot.
I know. Miniature solar panel, because it was in the big one. I took it out. Miniature solar panel. This costs $7 online. I got a bunch of these. Why do I have a bunch of them? Because they're cheap, number one. Number two, there's no reason you shouldn't have one. Dang, babe. Sound like you was starting to buck on me. You make me nervous. This is all this is. You get in a pack of however many you buy. Now watch this. See that? It's a LED bulb that stays. I'm not gonna use the new solar panels. Here's the new ones all wrapped up. Here's one I use all the time, and I show y'all this in all my little survival videos. You just plug that. Okay, these got different plugs in them. That one got a different plug. You just plug that in the back right there. And when this hits either the sunlight or your grow lights, it charges this. Can you believe that? There's a little light back here that comes on when this is charging. That little red light. I'm going to show you something that's going to blow your mind. I wasn't going to go through all this, but I think I better. Y'all ready? Come on. Simple. I got them in every single car of mine. Why not have this? You going to waste this money? You going to waste this money on all other kind of stupid stuff every day. When the lights go out, I don't got to go finding a special flashlight or nothing. Now, let me show you. Come with me. Come with me. So I can show you exactly what I'm talking about. It's going to seem like magic. All right. We in the grow tent. I'm going to extend these a little bit, okay? Bear with me, family. So I can stand this up. Bring y'all into the grow tent with me. Now remember, we still talk about survival. We ain't going to talk about all the stuff that's growing down right here. Watch this. This is my friend Hidden Harvest Grow Lights Grow Light. Watch this. Here's solar panel. Look at the back of that. Am I turning it the right way? Dang, this one ain't doing it. Hold on, y'all. Hold on, because I'm doing something wrong. Oh, that's why. Because this one ain't got no light. See that? That's empty. I got to show y'all. I got to show y'all now. Because now, I don't went too far. I thought that thing had a light on it. The bulb I just had, I need my old bulb with that little red light. Oh, they got to see it to believe it. No, it's in the house. It's in here. Because I had it hanging, remember? Hanging inside of this grow tent. It was hanging and banging. Huh? Ain't no telling them. No, not them. Them is the normal LEDs. It's not on the fireplace. Damn, I wanted to show them the truth. I thought I had it hanging up back up in here. Jack. Oh, I'm messing up. Damn. Okay. Until I find it, listen. This light will power this solar panel, making it charge up. So it was proof of a theory. That's why I took that long to because I really wanted to show you there's a theory, and I forget what it's called, of kind of like, oh my baby, come here, kid, come here. See you. Thank you. You the finder. She can find anything. I wish she find us some gold or find some lottery numbers. But look, okay, this is the one. Now give me that old solar panel where I was sitting at. This is the truth. And I didn't know it until I was in here before I put the lights up. I did this and couldn't believe it. So it literally, here's the old solar panel. This is the one that goes to this. It proved a theory that people been talking about, but I ain't seen nobody prove it yet. The complete cycle of solar. I better shut up for somebody to shoot me. Listen, look at this light. It's already lit up. See it? Watch this. Watch this. It's not a magic trick. So, do you see what I'm doing? You see that? Watch this. Move. Back. So, for the people that don't get into solar, what I'm showing you right now is, think about this. Think about what, not photosynthesis. Think. If I'm charging the solar panel, it's picking up that much charge. Now watch how far, watch what it look like as I go away, right? So it varies. Now I'm gonna put it outside the tent. So it's getting full power right now, right? So what if I power this light, which powers this solar panel, instead of me hooking this to this light, hook it to batteries that repowers this light, and the circuit keeps going with nothing being plugged in nowhere, which giving you light, because these is LEDs, they don't take no power, just like this. So it's called a closed circuit. I hope people don't come start knocking at my door, because people keep Connecticut, not kinetic energy, not kinetic. This is something everybody keep theorizing about, and like, does it work? Will it work? How is it working? I did it by accident, and y'all here to witness it. Some of y'all, like I always tell you, everybody ain't here just watching you like you. So hope people don't come banging at my door. So it's a closed circuit of free energy. Right? Right? So if I hook my solar array, the rest of my components up to this, which will power this, which will power the big panels in there, which will complete the cycle, keep powering this, I got free light, free energy for no reason. Now I sound like I've been smoking something, huh? Let's get out of here before somebody come get me, man. I smell like I've been smoking. I'm talking like I've been smoking. Look, man, if the moon is really a moon, man. What'd you say, babe? I don't. She said I done sniffed up too much candle wax. If the moon is really up there, dude, what exactly are we? Where did we come from, dude? I mean, why are we? There we go. So y'all keep that hush hush. I don't want nobody tapping on my door talking about some, Mr. Led, come with me. I just want to throw that out there to y'all real quick. Completing the circle. I've been studying this for a long time, and I was like, that's impossible, because them lights is so fake. But now the lights are so high quality, putting out real UV rays like the sun. That's Hidden Harvest Grow Lights, showing you, it's giving you exactly what the sun is doing. Now here you go right here. Same solar panel. This is a normal LED light. Nothing. They're shining in my glasses. You can see it in my glasses. See the ring? It ain't doing nothing for this. So that go to show you, when people keep saying, oh, I don't need no grow light, I just put up a couple of these little lights like this. It worked, because I've been doing it for years myself. But them grow lights is the truth too. Just saying. Okay? I'm going to get out of here. I'm going to leave you all alone, but I just want to put a few things on your mind. Get your solar up. And if anybody have ever wondered, like, I don't know nothing about solar, I don't know how to put all that stuff together, they have almost the entire kit at I don't want to say that, Harbor Freight. Get a cheap kit, because not only is it a good kit, it's going to teach you how it works, because it's plug and play. It's literally plug and play. There's no thinking or nothing. Once you put it together and it start powering up your heaters from the sun, I got videos and y'all know it. Look, see my window right here? What we did all together, if anybody in the house remember, I turned this solar panel around, made it face that window so it's not getting the full power of the sunlight. Okay? But I sat there and I cooked on this stove. I had my aquaponics set up, running all the pumps and all the power for the aquaponics. I was cooking on these stove tops. So that panel inside the house where nobody can see, nobody can hear like this one, even though it's quiet. It's not as quiet as solar. So I could cook in the privacy of my own home without anybody else knowing that I have power. Okay? Stealth mode. That's part of survival too. Okay? Before we start having to talk about defending ourselves, you got to do everything in your power to stay as low key as you possibly can. You got to stay stealth. Once that happens and somebody has infiltrated your stealth, then it's time to defend yourself, and that's a whole nother video. I think we've talked about that one. What are you LED diodes made out of? My LED diode, I don't know. Go talk to Hidden Harvest Grow Lights on his channel. His name is Hidden Harvest Grow Light. He can tell you everything that his lights are made of and how they're made, everything. I don't know. That one I don't get into. That's beyond my expertise. On essential items to keep in your video, can you do? Yes, I will. I will do that. I'll make that next, actually. Essential items to keep in your vehicle. Honestly, some of that is common sense too, okay? What do you think you would need? You would need something to alert. We'll do that later. We'll do it later. Okay? So, everybody good? Do you have an electric furnace? Yes, I do. Yes, I do. But I don't plan on, if something happened, I'm not planning on cutting my electric furnace on, because that's just a waste of power. Can I do a video on AF solar system? I already have. Let me see. Do you even know what micro mounds, Julie, are? Just asking, not being. I don't even know who that's. I don't know who that was aimed at. Let me see. No 30 amp plug on generator. No, because I'm getting another one with a 30 amp plug. But then again, what do you need 30 amps to run? Because that'll run my refrigerator if I needed it run. This will run, this is only a 2200. That will run my deep freeze, it will run my refrigerator. But I don't even want those running. Do you have a halogen heater? Yes, I do. Matter of fact, yeah, I do. I didn't bring it in here. Yes, I do. You lots all good. I seen them in the review. I think I missed something. Let me see. I have a garden document. Okay, let me see. Thank you for your info. Thank you. You are very welcome. Hey, Marmar, how you doing? So, is that it, everybody? I just want to throw that out there at you before we mess up and do something crazy. Please be careful. Run your generators, all generators, outside. Think of it as a vampire. It don't need to come in the house. All right? Period. Don't bring no generator in the house, whether it's on or off. Thank you for your help there. Thank you so much, Natalie. No problem. Where do you buy the lights? These lights were just on Amazon. I think it was like 2 for $12 or 1 for $7, something like that. I'm sure the prices done changed by now, though. My plants are frozen. Will they be okay? I have no idea. I don't know what kind of plants they are. I don't know where you live. I don't know. If they're frozen, this is a hit that we're all taking right now. That it's kind of like no rules for this stuff that's going on. Okay? So those type of questions, even if I answered it, all of this is new to everybody. Stuff freezing in Texas, snow in Texas, there's no rules made for that yet. You get what I'm saying? So I wouldn't even know how to answer you on how the weather is doing right now. But the normal, common sense basics like this right here, this will always work. Always. Nothing works like this. Nothing. No machinery. You know, when I was in the medical field, when you was sick or hurt from hypothermia, we didn't do a whole bunch of crazy machines and all this stuff you see on TV. We put a blanket on you. a bunch of warm blankets around you and wrapped you like a chili dog and a burrito until your temperature came back up. That is modern technology. We would put this thing called a bear hugger on you, right? For the people coming in, hypothermia. A bear hugger, it's just like a little balloon, little pillow type balloon, like you float on in the pool, right? And it just lays over you and blows warm air on you. Don't work fast enough. We end up wrapping your tail with a bunch of those warm blankets when you sit in a hospital waiting on somebody. Say, excuse me, nurse, can you bring me a warm blanket or something? It's freezing in here. We did that to save people's lives. So that's caveman technology that still works. Right here. Save your life. Let me see. Miss Davis said, yep, pull her military blankets out. Nothing works like a blanket, family. Go to the Goodwill, go to these thrift stores, man, get these, save me some, because I like them. Lady Led always be like, why you put that on the bed? We don't need that. I like them. So that's it, you guys. I'm going to get out of here. How do you recycle the solar energy? I just did it. I just showed you that complete cycle. Only difference is that was just a small model, Muddy. That was just a small model. If I hooked up all of the rest of the components, I'm going to test it in private because I don't want nobody like, Mr. Led, come with us. So I'm going to test it in private. If it's legal, I need to figure that out too. Let me see. Nothing but facts. Thanks a lot. Thank you so much, Seeds. Everybody, y'all have a wonderful day. And please, no, I ain't about to be rich. Somebody else probably done stumbled on that too. Okay? Everybody, please be safe because this weather is unprecedented. It's historical. It's never been seen before. It's a mess. And we don't know how to handle it. So I figured I wasn't going live today. I wasn't doing no video. But I said, man, people contacted me talking about some. I'll be sitting here reading emails. Don't put these heaters and stuff in your house. And for the young lady that asked me, baby girl, don't do that. Don't do that. Don't put no doggone gas generator in your house. Don't put none of it in your house, especially when you got no babies. All right? Y'all stay inside, stay warm, stay blessed, and please be careful. Okay, I'm going to get out of here. Laird Farmer 73, thank you so much. And we are going to do a what should you have in your car, survival-wise, at all times. We'll do that. I probably do. Oh, we got to make that trip tomorrow. That's coming next. Everybody have a wonderful night. Laird Farmer 73 and Lady Led, and we love you, and we out. All right? Peace. Be safe, everybody.